very much for all your calls. Let's now dive into our next debate, shall we? Is cash king? That's what we're asking. Is it still king? 0207 862 2222 is the number you need. Now, the number of payments made by cash fell below 10% for the first time ever last year. That's according to the trade body UK Finance. Cash made up nearly half of all payments back in 2014 at 48%. Then it fell to 23% in 2019. And as you can see, it's just 9% last year. So instead of cash being more people are using contactless payments. They're using things like their smartphones and their smartwatches, as well as using debit cards. So do you still carry cash? Is it still king? Russ, are you a cash carrier?
A little bit.
Okay.
I like to carry on.
Do you have cash on you right now?
I do. I have some
You don't have to show me.
Shrapnel.
Okay, change.
Pound coins, 50p's and what have you. Look, I mean, the serious point here is I understand the convenience of going beep or doing your card or your Apple Pay or Google Pay, whatever you want to do on your smartphone. Got to live your whole life on a smartphone. But we live in a dangerous world where foreign actors hacking into a banking system or any of the technology, and it doesn't matter how you would like to pay for anything, unless you've got some cash, then you can't do it. I said to both of our girls about 6 months ago, and I've got to be honest, they looked at me as if I was a Martian. I said, make sure you have a few £100 at home
stashed
in
away.
the event of ATM machines going down or, some cyber attack happening. This is not fanciful stuff. Look at it.
No,
Land
it
Rover,
happened in
M&S,
Spain.
Co-op.
Yeah.
We don't know whether it was foreign actors, but inevitably, as we become more digitally dependent, I think it is a very, very risky thing to do. And you know what, finally, Storm? I went to a bar in London about a month ago and a restaurant bar in Wales, an Anglesey, tried to pay cash. And both of them said no.
Yeah.
Now, that's embracing, for them, a cashless society, but also for them to take cash, take it to the bank actually charges businesses a lot of money.
Yes.
So I do see, what do? This is easy. We've got the money now in our account digitally, but it's dangerous.
What do you think, Nelufar? I mean, there has been a lot of instances of hacking. Hacking seems to be on the rise.
Yeah.
That leaves us incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah, but you can't pay your mortgage in cash, can ya? You're always going to need to have a bank account and some sort of. Well, you could, but my God, I will pay you money to try.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: I fully respect and appreciate that. I do consider it a bit of a fear-mongering stance, if I may, because for me, I consider it an achievement if I can go out with just my phone and headphones. That to me is the best possible solution. I don't want to carry ID. I don't want to carry a phone of my family or my dog. I don't want the Citizens Advice Bureau card I had from 2009. I just want my phone, and if it runs out of charge, I'll deal with it.
I like the feel of money.
I mean, what is this?
Texture of cash.
Well, frame it then.
It's lovely.
Diving into swimming
wad
pools
of tenors out of the machine. Lovely, lovely.
What are you doing with a wad of tenors? You can't buy a coffee with it these days. No, you wouldn't.
Listen, don't go anywhere. We're taking your calls on this after the break. Is cash still king? Do you still carry it about? Do you still use it? 0207 862 2222 is the number. Get straight back into our discussion about whether cash is king and taking your calls on it. The number of payments made with cash fell below 10% for the first time last year. 0207 862 2222 is the number to have your say on this one. We'll speak to Ian from Cornwall first. Ian, are you a cash guy?
I am, yes. Something's card. Now, I've got a key for my electric and I have a card for my gas. And it doesn't matter what shop I go into, supermarket, corner shop or wherever, they will only ever take cash for the electric and the gas.
Oh,
so
why is that then, Ian? Is there a reason for that? Does that have to go into a different pot or...?
I've never found out why, but that is a fact. Also, I can go into a shop and if I've got some cash in my pocket and I want to get a little bit of shopping, got the cash, they will take that. If I go into a shop and I want a bigger amount of shopping and I haven't got that much cash, I can pay it by card. So yes, cash, yes, card, but only cash for the electric and gas.
Okay, so you sound like a man who uses both contactless and cash, which is, I think, the majority of us, let's face it. But which are you more comfortable with, Ian? Are you more comfortable with paying by cash or contactless?
Yes, cash.
Cash, always. Okay, Ian. Thank you very much for your
Every day
call.
of the week. Yeah.
David from Derbyshire, what's your thoughts?
Personally, I prefer cash. I'm one of the old school. So the other day I went to 2 pizza places, ordered my pizza, went to pay for it. I only had cash in my pocket. I forgot my card at home. And they went, oh, no, we don't take cash. We only have card. So I had to go back home, get the card, come back, pay for the pizza.
Did you use the cash as collateral?
I thought about it.
David, why do you prefer cash to card? What is it about cash that makes you feel more confident?
I'm under the old school, so I take cash out and I know what I'm spending. With a chip and pin, you're far too easy to just go tap, 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 tap. And before you know, you spent far more than you wanted to.
So you're using it as a budgeting tool?
Yeah, good point.
Both. So the other thing I dislike, not hate, is that companies have decided to tell us what to do.
Yes.
So they've decided that we don't want you to pay cash, we want you to pay by card. So it's not that we don't want to use cash, they've told us not to.
I suppose
And a lot
that
of large
has
companies have done
been
that.
the case, but you have to admit, maybe you don't have to admit, card is one step less, therefore easier. You just take your card and you tap it, rather than take your card, put it in, put your PIN in, get your cash, get your card, go to the shop, give them the cash, get your coins back. That now seems a bit of a faff, does it not, David? So maybe there is an element that shops are telling us what we have to do, but also that we just find it easier.
Some people find it easier. If you are a particularly old person in their 80s, maybe you don't want to use a card. Maybe you don't trust the card.
I think trust
There
comes
should
into
be a way
it.
we have both.
I think trust definitely comes into it, David. Thank you. The interesting thing is a lot of people will call up and say that they use it for budgeting, which I completely understand.
That's a
and I
great
don't know
point.
whether for me and my generation it's the same or whether it's just me personally. The minute I have cash in my hand, I'm like, well, that's not in my bank, so that's not even my money anymore. That's already spent, so I may as well just get that chocolate bar and everything.
Well, then-
I just start spending it like it's free.
Good luck trying to spend a £50 note in this here United Kingdom. I had a £50 note gifted to me. I've been trying to spend this money in a store for the longest time. No one accepts £50 notes.
I've got some change.
No.
Russell, take it off your hand.
But the thing is, I mean, is there not? There could potentially be a legal point here. Banknotes have His Majesty the King's head on it. I promise to pay the bearer. Blah 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 blah. I mean, surely. Is it legal to say we don't want cash, we only accept cards?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
And it seemed to
I
become
believe you.
very in vogue during COVID. I'm saying in vogue, it was for a reason, it was for hygiene reasons.
Yes.
And it seems to have stayed in quite a lot of establishments. We've got messages here. I'll read out one from Linda who says, I'm afraid I got out of the habit of using cash during COVID lockdowns. There you go. I don't often carry cash now. And I think that's the same for quite a few people. That's certainly when my cash carrying dwindled. May from Cambridgeshire, what's your thoughts on cash?
Oh, good morning, Storm. Good morning, panel. I have cash the whole time. I use cash for absolutely everything. I'm nearly 80. I get my pension on a Monday. I go and do my shopping. I pay my bills at the post office. I'm old school, and I think cash is king because if you have cards, you overspend. And I think this is a big problem with today's society.
Very true.
Overspend.
You might.
And government.
I agree.
Yeah, you might be right, May. Actually,
be
that
wrong.
it's bad to budget using your debit card. Yeah,
May might have convinced me. I think I might be wrong here.
Oh.
I think May.
May, are
there
you
go.
out of interest? Are you struggling now to spend the cash? Are you finding a lot of establishments telling you that they're...
I don't have any problems. And your panel lady said about a £50 note. I don't have any problems with a £50 note.
All right, you need to go to Cambridgeshire.
I've got
Nelufar,
to.
You've been hanging
Yes.
around the wrong places.
Yes,
Lots of them.
spend all my
May,
50s.
thank you so much for
I've
calling.
never had any problems with paying anywhere with cash. But if I did go to a shop where they wouldn't take it, then I wouldn't use that shop.
You wouldn't go back, mate. Thank you very much for your call. Sharon from Lincolnshire, what's your thoughts? Is cash still king?
Yes. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I think cash is still king because I've been shopping and all the card machines have gone down and the cash points have gone down, and I haven't been able to get my shopping, not unless I've got a little bit of cash on me, and then I can get my shopping. But I don't think we should be relying on just technology these days, as it's not such a reliant thing to be on.
Do you know what,
Just carry
Sharon?
a little bit of backup for you.
I think actually you've come up with a compromise that we all sort of do. I mean, maybe not your daughters, Russ, but you're right. When you see the hacking, you see, you know,
It's an
cash
issue.
machines going down, all these sorts of things, contactless losing battery, that's the other thing that happens all the time. You realise, actually, I always need more than one method to be able to pay for something.
And if and when it happens, Storm, all the places who won't accept cash all of a sudden will. Otherwise they go out of business.
Yeah, you'll be surprised how quickly indeed they change their tune. Listen, thank you very much, Sharon, for your call on that. Thanks for all your calls, most of them very much in favour of cash. Let's head over to Vanessa now to see